Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Paul Arnold with the next episode of What Is This Behind Me? This is a collection of G.I. Joes that I've had for many years. I've had a lot of people ask me questions about it. I decided I'd go over everything on my shelf here a little bit at a time, small sections to show you what I have. This is by no means a detailed expert going over of everything about these G.I. Joes. There's so many things. If you want expert advice, I suggest you go to Ace Allgood, or there's plenty of books out there for it. I'm going over it. I've had these for so long, I've forgotten more than I've ever known. But let's start today's episode. We are going to do shelf number 3. In no particular order, no particular year, no particular importance. The first one on the far left of the shelf is the Air Police. This one here is a gem. Comes with a gray radio. Got his dog tag, of course, his AP helmet, Air Force dress blues, or whatever you call these. For collectors, this is a pretty good one to have. And this one's in really good shape. He's a painted head. He happens to be a red head, which tends to be my favorite. For why? I don't know. I guess I have an affinity for redheads. But anyways, this is, gentlemen, the Air Police. Just another one of the ones in the line of the police category, along with state trooper, military police, so many more. Moving on to that same particular category, the next up is your standard issue Shore Patrol. This guy comes with his duffel bag, billy club, nice dress uniform. He has 2 different armbands. One of them is a yellow, one is a white. I don't quite remember the significance of the yellow and white, but any of you guys out there that know more than I, let me know. He is a blonde, and he happens to be in pretty good shape. His face is a little bit scary, but everything else seems to be in really good shape. Another one on the line of the police. The Shore Patrol, ladies and gentlemen. All right, next up we have is your basic Marine. I've always liked this camo that he has. M1 Garand rifle, camo helmet. This guy's in pretty good shape. This is the Action Marine. Now, this guy happens to be a talker as well. So, what do you think? Should we play Will He Talk? I have no idea. I haven't touched this guy in, I hate him to say how many years, at least 20. So, what do you think? Let's see if he talks. Ready? Ah, yes, and he is indeed a Marine. You never know. It's embarrassing when he's dressed as a Marine and he says, G.I. Joe, U.S. Navy, reporting for duty. But hey, we got this right. We're going to try him one more time for the front view here. You know what? Let's see if he says anything else. Hit the beach! Man the machine gun. He seems to be talking pretty well for being as old as he is, and he seems to be saying everything. So I'm stoked about that. Ladies and gentlemen, talking Marine. Oh yeah. Next one up. Anybody that's familiar with the MASH series, World War II, this guy will come up as being familiar. This is the Army Medic. Red Cross helmet, Red Cross armband, stethoscope, his medic bag, his bandolier. He's got his boots, which these are kind of rubbery boots. So these might be an early issue boot, but the Army Medic, ladies and gentlemen, pretty freaking cool. All right, we have the next one in the series this one is a Marine Medic. Very similar to the Army Medic, except he's in Marine gear. And he's carrying around the medic flag saying, don't shoot, I'm a medic. He's got the same things. He's got the medic bag. Nice dog. This guy's in really good shape too. But yeah, the Marine Medic. He lives right next to the Army Medic. That's probably why I had them both up there. I've forgotten more than I knew. This next guy here, we're just going to take a little bit of time to set him up. Anybody that knows what this is knows what's coming. A very cool set that you have to have in your setup, in your collection. This is the Tanker. Tank Commander with his tank helmet. He's got his little microphone, his goggles, leather jacket, which is pretty sweet, grease gun, camo pants, boots, and of course the Tank Commander's radio. Those are hard to find with the legs still intact. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tank Commander. All right, next up we have one of my favorites of all time, This guy here, along with his mortar, it's what's known as heavy weapons. You know, being an outlaw, I'm all about me some heavy weapons, baby. Oh yeah. He's got his M60 belt fed with the bipod, flak vest, helmet, boots, stripper clips, grenades. The tank commander is pretty sweet. Interestingly enough, the tank commander, and the next one I'm going to show you, came with the mortar that actually fires. You drop the mortar in, pull the spring back. Hope you don't break the shit out of it. Let it go. Hey, we've got dead Marines everywhere, dead Army personnel, because that was a short fire. Heavy weapons, everybody. Pretty sweet. All right, up next is a favorite for almost all G.I. Joe collectors. I've got several of them. I don't know any collector who don't have more than one of these. Right now we have the Green Beret with the Green Berets. Yes, the Green Beret. This one happens to have the M209 grenade launcher. He's more of a pinhead, but a redhead, if you notice. See the red on his head? That makes him a redhead. The Green Beret, like the heavy weapons, also came with another cool attachment, which is his bazooka. Oh yeah. The bazooka is a pretty cool feature. It's also one of the few of the accessories that actually fires a bomb-like projectile that goes in. You pull back thusly, let it go, and it goes into the dog food. But there you go. The Green Beret, number one. All right, the next one I'm going to show you are Air Force guys, and they're very similar to each other, but have their own distinction. The first one is the Test Pilot. This guy's really cool, came with some cool accessories. He's got his life vest when he hits the water. Of course, his parachute when he needs to bail. Scramble helmet, goggles, gas mask, bandolier, or his belt. He's got his little clipboard for writing notes down while he's flying to keep track of things. He's even got his little pencil there too, which is rare to find. Flare gun. Again, anybody out there wants to correct me on any of this I'm saying, feel free. I'm not trying to be an expert here. Just showing my collection off to those who give a crap. And to those that don't, enjoy. Well, I believe this is called the Scramble Pilot. That's right, Scramble Pilot, not Test Pilot. It's coming back to me, man. Ladies and gentlemen, the Scramble Pilot. All right, next one was one of the funner ones. These are the ones that when kids got, they actually went out and tried to use it, which makes it kind of hard to find them in decent condition. But this is the, I believe this is the Fantastic Freefall. There's another name for it too, for an earlier version, which this may very well be. But again, I don't remember. Comes with a Mae West vest. He has his flashlight, parachute, of course, G-pants for squeezing his legs so he doesn't pass out at high G's. He also has a clipboard, boots, and these G-pants were, I know when I was collecting, they were kind of hard to find in decent shape. I imagine it hasn't changed much over the years. But this also has a fold-down visor. See, you fold his visor down, fold it back up. But what's cool about this guy is his parachute actually worked. It goes in this clamshell holder, right? You'd run outside and you'd throw him up in the air and he'd come down at a high rate of speed. And if you weren't lucky, everything would break. But they actually worked to some extent. Hey, Paul, why don't you take and throw it off the roof? Yeah, I don't get on roofs anymore. That's for the past. Anyways, Fantastic Freefall. So look, I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching this episode. We'll be having more coming up shortly. I still have, good God, I don't know how many. I got 9 more shelves to go through with you guys. Plus I have a whole ton of stuff that's not displayed. We'll get there sooner or later. But hang in there. If you dig this, I want you to like and subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you need. But we'll see you next time for the next episode of What's This Behind Me? Thanks for watching, you guys.